Project number 3, lesson number 3, building chords. We're going to start out first by setting up the C major scale. We're going to go through that step by step. And then what I want you to do is pause this lesson, go into your flat project, build the scale, then come back, and then we'll finish the rest with the chords. So most of you, if you've done project number 2, you should know how to do this already. Okay. Starting at C number 4, down here, you're going to build an ascending C major scale from C4 to C5, starting in the treble staff. Make sure your highlight is at the beginning of measure number 1. You're going to use quarter notes only for the first 2 measures. You already have quarter notes set up, so all you have to do now is go in and build your scale. C. Done. Pause and go do your scale and then come back. Okay, now we're going to continue with the C major scale descending in the next 2 measures, in measures 3 and 4. So again, starting at C number 5 here, actually, I'm sorry, we're going to have to change these to 8th notes. So go back into your notes, change this to an 8th note, and everything will be an 8th note in the 3rd measure. So you can go ahead, and now you're going down to the B4, down to your A. Now when you get to the 4th measure, you're going back to quarter notes. So you have 8th notes here because it's assuming that you're going to continue with the 8th notes, but we're going to go back up here, make sure you're in the note menu, and then you're going to change that back into a quarter note and continue laying out rather your scale descending. So we finished with the G and now we're up to the F. So we should be on F4, 1 note, E, G, D, and then C. Done. Pause this video lesson and go and finish your descending scale and then come back. If while you are creating your scale and you notice that another measure automatically pops up after you finish your descending scale and you get to C and it automatically puts another measure in, all you have to do is simply make sure that your highlight is there in that measure. Go up to measure, click on it, and then remove the measure with the minus tool. Okay, let's continue. Now, let's bring our cursor all the way back to the beginning. Let's build the chords. C is a line note. So you're going to build 2 notes on the line notes or the next 2 lines above the C. There's 2 ways to do this. I'll show you using whether you're touching it or using a mouse. So if this is a line note, you're going to put another note on the line note above it and another note on the line note above that. So if it's a line note in your scale, you put another line note above it and another line note above that. That's your C chord. Now D is a space note. So you would put the 2nd note in the space and the 3rd note in the space. That's all you have to do. And you're going to continue ascending up the scale, adding the 2 notes above each note of the scale, and then descending, adding 2 notes above the notes of the scale going down. So here's a quicker way to do it using the keyboard down here, just like using or playing chords on the piano. So right now we're on the E, it's at E4. So all you have to do is make sure that the highlight is on the note that you want to build the chord. So the E is highlighted. We're going to add so skip a white note, play a white note, skip a white note, play a white note. That's it. Now move over to the F, skip a white note, play a white note, skip a white note, play a white note. Very simple. Move over to the G, and you're going to continue building just like that. Okay, really easy to use the keyboard. Okay, now we're at C5. Now once we get to the top, we're going to go over, because now we're going to start descending. We're still at C5. Now we're doing the eighth notes. So when you move over, you're going to build that chord again. Okay, because we're doing eighth notes, so it's double. Okay, keep going. Skip a white note, play a white note. G, skip a white note, play a white note. Okay, down to the F. Now we're back to the quarter notes, to the D, and finally the C. So now you have all of your chords built in the C major scale, ascending and descending. Let's move our cursor to the beginning and play it. This is what it should sound like when you finish building all of your chords in the C major scale in the treble staff. Make sure you're at 80 beats per minute. Okay. So I'm not going to let the repeat fill out. You all know how that goes when repeat. So that's it. This is, make sure you play it before you continue. So move over to lesson number 4, and we will finalize this by showing you how to set up your bass line. Super easy.